Hello, welcome back to the channel. So this is a review of Echo episode 6. Like the video, use the links in my description to buy this from Zavi. It cost me whatever, but if you use my link you get 10% off your first order. It's a very nice jumper. Have a look at that. Very nice jumper there. Have a look. So okay, so what did I think of this episode? So what happens in the episode is it starts off in the past. So Maya is young. She's a little girl, and she's hiding in some bushes, right? And she sees this like what do you call it? A bird. One of those that little bird that pecks a lot. A woodpecker. So she looks at it and she uses a slingshot to try to kill this bird. Yeah, she knocks it off the tree. Yeah, she's pretty rotten. Yeah, she's right. She's trying to kill a bird. Then she rescues the bird, right? Takes it back to her mother. The mother, and she tells her mother, "Oh, it just fell off the tree and hit the ground. I didn't do anything. It was just whatever." Yeah, she lies to her mother, but okay, yeah, she's very likable character, very likable character. So her mother looks at the bird and she uses a power. I didn't know her mother has powers. I guess she got them from the magical Native Americans. She lays her hands on the bird and the bird heals. So I think her mother had healing powers. I don't know how, but she had healing powers. I think the powers run in her family. Okay, later on, I think she finds out something's wrong, right? Maya gets a text from Biscuits. Biscuits, a friend. She says, "Oh, where is your grandmother? Where is your friend Bonnie? They've disappeared," right? So she's gone back to her grandmother's house, I think, to look for her grandmother. And when she's going to one of the rooms, gone out, she sees her mother. Her mother is alive. No, her mother's like a ghost, right? Yeah. So basically her mother is a Force ghost and Maya is getting Jedi powers. Yep. The Force is female. She's got Force powers. Just joking. But it's kind of, these powers they have is not kind of defined exactly. Her mother shows up, says, "You are not alone. Your ancestors echo through you." So that's the title of this, the title Echo. That's where it comes from. Your ancestors echo through you. You're not alone. And she shows her this dress, right? This dress is like a Native American dress. It symbolizes her ancestors. Yes, Maya starts crying and... yeah, but I noticed, I don't know if you call it a continuity error. The actual Native American dress that her mother shows her for her to wear is like, her grandmother made it in the episode 4 and she's working on it, right? And you see her using a sewing machine to put this dress together. Then in this final episode, episode 5. Yep, it's the final episode. Thank God. There's only 5 episodes. I thought there were gonna be 8, but they did a mercy. They put mercy upon me, and they only did 5. Thank you very much. But in this episode 5, they had some kind of continuity error. So she's in episode 4. The grandmother's using the sewing machine to put the dress together. In episode 5, she's going into a shop and talking to her ex-husband about a sewing machine she left in the shop and she wants to use it for some reason. So they make this error. So it was edited out of order. They should have had her going into the sewing. It wasn't edited right. She never had the sewing machine in episode 5. She had it in episode 4. But they make the big error there. So they got millions of dollars and they can't check the episodes to see if they make any bad errors with the editing. Yeah, so it didn't make sense. So how did she get she had the sewing machine at the beginning in the earlier episode, so she turns up episode 5 to buy a sewing machine. Doesn't make sense. So okay, she is a bird's mother. I'm just checking my notes, sorry. Native American dress. So, this Native American dress, I think it's like her new costume, her new super costume. She looks like that Chinese guy, right? She, that Chinese superhero, not Shang-Li. There was a Chinese superhero, Shang-Chi. She looks like the costume he's wearing, a bit like that, tiny bit like that. That's what it reminds me of. So, Kingpin has kidnapped her grandmother and Bonnie, and he's taken her to this festival, right? all the Native Americans in the community are having this festival. They're all, wearing native costumes, singing, dancing, everything like that. So she goes into a barn because the bird shows her to go into this barn because this is a magical bird telling her to go into the barn. It's telling her there's something happening. She goes into the barn and Kingpin, both of them start talking to each other. She's talking in sign language. Bonnie is translating everything back to Kingpin. Kingpin's saying, I offered you everything. You betrayed me for these people. And she said, Maya's saying to him, these people are my legacy. They lived through me. I am their legacy. I'm not going to be your legacy. So they're a part of me. They're in my heart. And Kingpin says to her, yeah, well, that's great. I'm going to kill all your family. And I know it's really going to hurt you. And so he's about to kill the whole family. He's about to kill Bonnie, the grandmother. And he's got another guy, right? He's got one of these guys in the car park. And he's got like a rocket launcher. And he's going to like rocket launch the festival. All the community is there. Everybody in the community is there. So he's going to kill everybody in the community. So he's going to kill the family, kill the whole community. And he's got a whole like 10, 12 people in a van waiting with assault rifles, right? So anybody who doesn't kill it by the rocket, he's going to get the assault rifles, mow them down, kill everybody. So really overkill. But what happens is Maya saves the day. So what I said in the episode happens. She puts the whole community in danger. She gets her powers and saves them because she's the good guy. Maya's powers activate. Everything. Hope this. So her powers activate, and her powers so she got strength power. She's got the shooting power, and she got the healing power. Her mother explains the healing power is like the power of love, right? And she says that the shooting power isn't a shooting power; it's the strategy power, and I don't know. And there's another power she gets, but I'm not exactly sure what this power is. She said the power of ferocity or something. It's like the power of anger or something. I don't know. She gets that from the original magical Native American. Apparently, it's all in the bloodline. So she uses the power of love. She gets all her powers, right? And she somehow is able to transfer the same powers into Bonnie and into her grandmother. I still don't know if Bonnie is a sister or a friend, but I'm thinking Bonnie must be her relative or something because she's able to transfer. So the grandmother gets superpowers, Bonnie gets superpowers, and they start fighting people off, the bad guys, right? All the henchmen. She's like, the grandma's knocking people out, Bonnie's knocking people out. It's not as good as it sounds, and then Maya, she doesn't use her powers to kill Kingpin. Which is funny, she's normally just a violent type. She normally just handle everything with violence. But I guess some part of her thought that Kingpin met her good. So she uses the power of love to defeat the Kingpin. So she reaches out with her hands, touches his head. I thought when she was touching his head, she was trying to heal his eye. So I don't know if his eye's healed as well. But she goes into his mind, right? Into his, like, the thing that caused him to be Kingpin. The trauma of what caused him to originally be Kingpin. So spoilers for Daredevil, spoilers for Echo, whatever. So the trauma that caused Kingpin to be Kingpin was his father. His father used to beat his mother a lot, right? And he was like a 10, 12-year-old boy, and he would just sit in his room, listen to his father beating his mother up non-stop. And then one day he got a hammer and smashed his father's head in. So she goes into his mind and she sees him as a young boy waiting in his room. He's very scared. He's got the hammer, and he's not a boy there. He looks like an adult, like he normally does, Kingpin. And she's like talking him out of it. She's like, let it go, give me the hammer. And he's like, you're my uncle, please. And he's like, you're trying to change me. I don't want to be that person. Then he gives her the hammer and he comes out of it, right? They both come out of it. And he's like to her, Maya, what have you done to me? What have you done to me? Some of the men Kingpin's men come in, rush him away and take him away. Now, the guy who's got in the car park with the rocket launcher gets shot by Maya's uncle or something, and then the people who got assault rifles waiting in the van get killed or stopped by another friend of the family who's called Biscuit. He rolls over them with a giant truck. So that all ends. Let's see, what my notes. Yeah, she uses the power of love to defeat Kingpin. I think she's done some real damage to his psyche now. I hope you don't want the Kingpin not to be the Kingpin. You don't want to start him to be like a good guy. Like going into the new series of Daredevil, you don't want him to turn into slowly become a good guy and question his whole reality. But let me look to my notes. Okay, let me just talk about how I felt about the episode. I want to maybe talk about how I felt about the whole series, really. I'm happy there's only 5 series. Boring as fuck. Sorry about my rudeness. Boring, bad writing, just didn't do it for me. This probably last episode and the episodes with Kingpin probably higher than normal, but still, it's boring. I would not have watched this unless I was doing a review for it. I did give it a chance. I didn't want to go in there biased and try to hate this film. I didn't go in there trying to hate on this thing. I'm trying to give it the best I can, but it's just not good. I think the whole Echo character should never have been given a TV series. A waste of money. They must have wasted a couple of million on this TV show. It's garbage. What they should have done is just taken this money and put it into the new series of Daredevil, which honestly, they're going to probably mess up Daredevil. The only reason I think they make this show is Echo, the character, the actress, there's a checklist of things they want to get out. Woman, checklist. Diversity, checklist. Disability, checklist. Because she's got, one leg and she's there. So she checked all these checkpoints, so they make the show. I think they got something called an ESG score they need to abide by. I'm surprised that they didn't make her into a lesbian character, but yeah, that all happened. Every episode was kind of boring and meh. There might have been little moments where it was good, but everything was kind of boring. Disney can't write. They don't have good writers. I don't know how they've got much money, but they don't have good writers. All they want to do is have checkpoints, right? So maybe even the writers can't write it because they're overlooked and they have to follow all these checkpoints to meet all these little rules. So they can't even write a good story. They have to it can't be violent, it can't be horrible, a woman can't be bad. They have all these rules. It makes it so bland and boring and everything's just rubbish. It was a waste of my time. I think do not watch. It's a waste of your time. Cancel your Disney subscription. They're just making trash after trash. I think Disney just needs to lose a lot of money before they start waking up. They need to go bankrupt. There's a load of crap. I don't really have a lot of notes. The only thing is, there's an end scene where Kingpin is flying back. He's got in his private plane and he's seeing a little news clip and they're talking about news anchors talking about how they need a good mayor, right? A mayor for New York. They're looking for somebody. And then Kingpin's getting this idea. Oh, he's getting an idea. I'm going to become the new mayor of New York. That's what's coming into his head. So that's probably going to be happening in the next Daredevil episode. Yeah, her powers kind of not very defined properly. I didn't understand the power of love. The power of strategy was shooting. The power of Frosty, I didn't get what that was. It was 5 episodes. I think if you're going to have an ending to it, like an end episode, you probably spend 2 episodes just having an ending, right? You shouldn't just rush everything near the end. Basically, Maya is an unlikable character. She's a villain. She put a whole community in danger, then she gets superpowers, and then somehow her saving her community makes her a hero. No, it's not. She's not a hero. It was pretty garbage, really. It's sad, really sad program. Really waste of my time. But don't watch it. It's rubbish. Save your time. I don't know what I would suggest. If you want to watch a strong female, watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I think they've got it on Disney. It's from 4K, but I heard the 4K is really bad. But you can watch it on there if you like. Watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer TV show. Much better female character. Let me know if you've seen this. Let me know what your thoughts were on it. If you really liked it, let me know. Let me know if I was wrong about something. And yeah, like the video, share the video, comment down below. Use my links to support the channel. Buy lovely nice things like this from Zavi. 10% off if you're a new customer. Thank you very much. Bye. Love you.